me and Diane, we're in the car on our way home from Durham. We wanted to come to you guys and let you know how the movie went last night. Diane has a different outlook on the movie than I do, so I'll let her express her thoughts with you about the movie.
Hey everybody, I was super excited about the movie. I had my expectations a little too high. When you see the preview of the movie, to me, it shows all the things that are supposed to make you jump except for the very ending. It was a very rough film, like something that would be put on YouTube. And it reminded me a lot of the Blair Witch Project. It just really, for me, it was 2 thumbs down. It totally sucked. It is realistic. I've watched all these paranormal shows and ghost hauntings and stuff, and to me, it just wasn't what it was supposed to be, you know? So I was disappointed, very disappointed in the movie. Drove all the way up here. I mean, we drove up here to have a good time. I mean, that's not even the issue. It's just, you know, we could have found something else to do, you know, while we were here instead of wait on a movie that's free.
Did you have a good time here, though?
I did. We went to the hot tub, as y'all saw. That was awesome. After we did that video, we had talked to some people and really
got to know some people.
Yeah. And apparently, don't ever call people peepers because I said that to them. I was like, oh my God, there's somebody at the window and they're totally peeping at us. And they said, oh, well, that's our room. We must be the peepers. So, you know, Diane stuck her foot in her mouth again. But we had fun and we went to Target and we bought some stuff we didn't need. And I like the glasses. They're great. And Tiffany you got stuff. Oh, I got this really hot cami.
Yeah, got a top. And we went to Duke.
Oh, we went to Duke University. We just kind of like posed on the lawn and stuff. But that was fun because Tiffany's pictures turned out really good. Mine, I'm gonna have to Photoshop some of them, but I mean,
you take good pictures as well. Yeah,
we had a good time. But Tiffany, tell me what you think about that movie, because everybody's gonna want to know how we thought of Paranormal Activity. Because last night it was sold out, and it was the last night it was showing. So if you didn't see it, y'all ain't going to. Let you know. Go ahead.
Okay, so as far as me, for the movie, and I'm sorry, I have to show you my reflection in a mirror because Diane's driving. But the movie to me at first was boring, and I really wanted to lay back in the seat and go to sleep.
Yeah.
I was so tempted to fall asleep, but I kept my eyes open. There was some times during the movie where she got drugged by her feet.
Oh, that part was cool.
Yeah, with this demon, and you know that was kind of a little like intense for me.
Well, he started slowly. Her foot was hanging off the bed, and you saw him like pulling her slowly. You didn't see an actual person figure.
No.
You saw maybe like a shadow, but it was, you know, slowly. Then all of a sudden, boom! He has her down the hall.
Yeah, like God, she's screaming and everything. And then another part that Diane said it got to her a little bit too, and it got to me as well, is they put baby powder down on the hallway, so if anything did come through that way, it would leave prints. And it did. It left like 3, like a foot, like 3.
Like a dinosaur foot, maybe like a chicken foot or something.
Something like that.
It was, ew, it wasn't like a foot. Like if it was a ghost, you would see footprint. Because that's a ghost is a dead person, a demon obviously isn't.
Right. So that got to me as well a little bit. And then the major part that got to me was when you could tell she was actually possessed at one point in time in the movie. I mean, it just wasn't herself, and you could tell that. And she wanted to leave. She was so scared when the thing pulled her by her feet, and it looked like somebody bit her on her side. She wanted to leave. So he was like, okay, we'll leave. And they was going to go to a hotel. Well, he got the car packed and everything, and he's like, okay, honey, let's go. And she's laying in bed, and she's talking so softly. And she's like, I don't want to go. I want to stay here. And he's like, no, what the F? You know, let's go. And she's like, no, everything will be okay. And then he walked away, and when he walked away, she laid there on the bed and looked at the camera and said, everything's going to be okay. And smiled, gave that like, yeah, I'm going to F this dude up. And so, another
the end.
Yeah, they won't be able to see it.
Oh, well, yeah, they won't be able to see it. Just tell them
So,
the end was freaky. That was like the only good part of the movie was the ending.
At the end, and what happened was, okay, so that night came along, and the video was recording all through the night. They had night vision. And it showed him sleeping. Well, this girl got up out of the bed and just stood there at the end of the bed.
Go right beside of him.
Well, she stood on her side for a little bit and looked at him from the bed. And then, real slow, the way her body got up out of the bed, the manner she got up was like, she was possessed. So she walked at the end of the bed to his side. Now, keep in mind, while she's standing at her side of the bed, the covers just come off of him completely, without her even over there. So she walks to his side of the bed and stares at him, like, stares down at him. No emotion, no nothing, just like in a trance. And then, after that, for a couple hours, you saw her walk back past the bed, walking down the steps. Now, keep in mind, this girl's scared. When she's in her right mind, she's scared at night. She can't even go anywhere. She has to be right beside him. So she walks down the steps. It's completely dark in the whole house. Once she gets down the steps, she screams.
Mika.
So loud. Mika! Mika! I mean, like, something is killing her. He jumps out of the bed and instantly goes down there to her, leaves the camera upstairs. And all of a sudden, once he's down there, you hear no screaming, nothing, silence. And you're like sitting here in suspense, like, what just happened? Really, what just happened? And at this time, it's like hard footsteps. I mean hard, like a heavy set man footsteps coming up the stairs. At that point, I wanted to close my eyes and not look at the screen, but I couldn't. I wanted to look, but I didn't. But anyways, and you couldn't. I'm sorry, that's navigation. So once that person got up at the top of the stairs, I thought it was going to be the demon, which she was the demon because she was possessed. But I thought I was going to see an actual demon figure because the footsteps were so hard. But it was hard, and the only thing you saw was just darkness. And all of a sudden, something comes toward the camera, flying.
Yeah.
This girl throws Mika at the camera, and then she walks in the room and she's covered in blood. The front of her is covered in blood, and then she goes down to him like she's going to bite him or something. I don't know what that was about.
Smelling him or something.
Smelling, yeah, something. But she's on her hands and knees and crawling toward the camera, and her eyes was just black. Not black, but, you know, just like she was possessed. And she just comes at the camera. I mean, it may not sound intense, but it kind of was for me. I think that was the goodest part of the movie. What do you think?
Yeah. That was probably the best. I mean, the dragging out the foot, dragging the foot out of the bed was, pretty cool. I mean, I've seen most of this paranormal stuff that, like on my shows, like I said before, but like the ending was like different, but I mean, how many cases do you really know that's paranormal?
But tell them how many times people did actually scream in the theater, though. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it was not that scary. I mean, it wasn't to me. Ghosts is my #1 fear, like y'all already know. And it wasn't that scary. People were like, ah! And oh my God! And then they're laughing when he makes like little stupid comments, but it wasn't like, gosh, it wasn't like it was made out to be. So, I mean, that was stupid.
So, we just wanted to come to you guys and let you know what we thought about the movie. And be looking out for our next video. We're going to go somewhere Friday to Tuesday. We're thinking about Maryland or Georgia. Baltimore, Georgia.
Hey, if anybody's out there and they're in Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland, or if they're in Atlanta, Georgia, holler at us and like let us know what there is to do and stuff like that. And, maybe we might get some cool ideas because we want some cool activities to do while we're there.
So, we'll talk to you guys later. Say bye.